Look at it, the crown jewel of our solar system. If you look through a telescope on a clear night, you will see a perfect golden sphere suspended in the dark, surrounded by a delicate glowing halo. Compared to Jupiter, with its chaotic swirling red spots and violent bands of clouds, Saturn looks serene. It looks peaceful. But that peace is a physical illusion. Welcome back to Cosmicove. Today we are going to pull the rug out from under everything you thought you knew about the sixth planet from the Sun. Because beneath that smooth golden haze is an environment so violent that it breaks the laws of weather as we understand them on Earth. It is a world that literally screams into the void. It harbors storms the size of continents, and it has no solid ground to catch you if you fall. Saturn isn't just a gas giant, it is a cosmic meat grinder, perfectly camouflaged by its own beauty. And by the time we reach its core, you will understand why Saturn is the scariest planet in our solar system. Let's start before we even reach the atmosphere.
Space is supposed to be a vacuum. It is supposed to be entirely silent. But Saturn is anything but quiet. When NASA's Cassini spacecraft approached the planet, its instruments picked up intense radio emissions echoing off the gas giant's magnetic field. This phenomenon is known as Saturn kilometric radiation. The planet possesses a massive, invisible magnetosphere that violently interacts with charged particles propelled by the solar wind. When scientists took these radio frequencies and compressed them down into an audio format that human ears could actually hear, the result was deeply unsettling. It didn't sound like standard cosmic static. It sounded like a haunted, descending chorus of wailing voices and metallic shrieks. It is the sound of a massive force field, shredding radiation at millions of miles per hour. It is eerie to listen to, but it represents a very real, physical danger. If an astronaut were caught unprotected near Saturn's poles, that invisible, screaming energy would be instantly lethal. Before you even touch a single cloud, Saturn's invisible defenses are already warning you to turn back. If you ignore the warnings and push past the magnetosphere toward the planet's north pole, you will encounter the most bizarre atmospheric anomaly ever discovered in our cosmic neighborhood. Nature does not like straight lines. Fluid dynamics, storms, and hurricanes are entirely driven by curves, spirals, and chaotic swirls. Yet, at the very top of Saturn sits a perfect six-sided geometric shape, the hexagon. This isn't a solid structure, it is a raging jet stream plunging nearly 200 miles deep into the planet's atmosphere, and the sheer scale of it is enough to trigger a sense of cosmic vertigo. Each of the six sides of this hexagon is nearly 9,000 miles long. You could drop the entire Earth inside this geometric storm twice over, and our planet still wouldn't scrape the edges.
Finding a perfectly rotating, symmetrical shape the size of multiple planets at the top of a chaotic gas giant is profoundly unsettling. It is a massive atmospheric blender, driven by fluid dynamics so extreme that we still struggle to fully model them on Earth. It is an ordered geometric nightmare, spinning endlessly in the dark. But what about the rings? Surely the rings are exactly what they appear to be, a smooth, elegant track of ice. If you were to pilot a ship close to the rings, that romanticized image would shatter instantly. They are not solid tracks. They are a chaotic, hyper-violent debris field. Imagine a blender the size of a planetary orbit, filled with jagged shards of ice and rock, ranging from the size of dust grains to the size of entire mountains. These millions of frozen fragments are trapped in a perpetual tumbling collision course, orbiting the planet at tens of thousands of miles per hour. If a spacecraft tried to fly through the denser parts of the ring system, it wouldn't glide through gracefully. It would be shredded, like a tin can caught in a cosmic shotgun blast. And the violence only escalates as we drop beneath the rings and approach Saturn's equator. From a distance, Saturn looks smooth, painted with soft bands of yellow and gold. But that golden hue is nothing more than a layer of high-altitude ammonia ice. It acts like a shroud, hiding the terrifying reality of the weather below.
Saturn possesses the second fastest winds in the entire solar system. As you descend through the upper clouds, you would be hit by equatorial jet streams clocked at a staggering 1,118 miles per hour. To put that into perspective, those winds are supersonic. They are 5 times faster than the absolute strongest Category 5 hurricanes ever recorded on Earth. The air itself moves so fast that it would tear apart any human-made structure in a fraction of a second. But let's say you could survive it. Let's say you had a ship strong enough to pierce the supersonic winds and the ammonia clouds. What happens when you finally try to land? This brings us to the ultimate, terrifying reality of Saturn. There is nowhere to land. Falling into Saturn is a descent into endless claustrophobia. Because it is a gas giant, there is no solid surface to catch you. If you fell out of your ship, you would simply fall, forever, or at least until the planet crushed you. As you sink deeper, the golden sunlight would rapidly fade, replaced by heavy, swirling greys and blues until the light is extinguished entirely. You are now falling through absolute pitch black darkness. The temperature around you would swing wildly, eventually growing blisteringly hot, while the atmospheric pressure dials on your suit would spin completely out of control. Deep inside Saturn, the weight of the atmosphere above you becomes so unimaginably heavy that the hydrogen gas is forced to change state. It doesn't become a rock. It compresses so violently that it begins to act like a liquid. Eventually, your body would plunge into an ocean of liquid metallic hydrogen. It is an ocean darker, heavier, and more alien than anything the human mind can truly comprehend. The pressure here is millions of times greater than the atmospheric pressure on Earth. It wouldn't just crush you, it would compress you on a molecular level, absorbing your atoms into the deep, churning metallic sea.